Hi guys, Amy Marietta, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is a bit more controversial and not your typical content from what I usually post, what content creators like me usually post, but it's something really important to me and something I really want to talk about because I'm really passionate about it, and it's something that comes up in my life often, and I did a lot of research on this. I watched TED Talk and I have notes. So first I want to share a quote with you from Kristen Ryder, who did a TED Talk on this topic in depth, and I really like it, and I'll put it down below, and I really recommend that you go watch it if you are on the fence or you have the same view or whatever. I really recommend it for women. So here it goes. She says, having children is an extension of womanhood, not the definition. And I really like that because I don't think that women should be defined by how many kids they have, if they have kids. I don't think that that should be the definition of every woman, because I don't think that it's our sole purpose in life to procreate. A woman's value should never be determined by whether she has a child, because that strips her of her entire identity as an adult. I agree with that 100%. Next one. Women have this amazing ability to create life, but when we say that this is her purpose, that says that her entire existence is a means to an end. Also highly agree. I don't think it's our sole purpose as women to procreate children. Next point. What every woman decides to do with her body and her life is her decision, and you don't need permission from anyone. I think this is so important, especially for young women out there. I think that we grow up into this society and it's kind of like the norm that you're gonna have kids, and I've never felt like I wanted kids. I respect moms so much, but it's just not for me personally. And I think that women who feel like me shouldn't have this pressure of like they're worthless if they don't have children. There are many paths to happiness and success, and I think each path is so different, and they're gonna want different things out of life, but not everyone is meant to have children. Before I cut to the part of this video that's me and my sister, I just want to start off by saying I want to list off the reasons why I don't want to have kids, just because I get sidetracked easily when having conversations with anyone, especially my sister. So I just want to make it like clear and concise. Number one. I really like my career. Even if I didn't make money doing what I do, I would still do it. I love creating, and a kid would 100% take up so much of my time, and I would have to be worried about them all the time, and it's something that I just know I'm not ready to take on ever, because I do feel really fulfilled with everything I'm doing, and I love being able to leave and travel for however long and go wherever and not have to worry about someone else. I have a pet betta fish, and that's about all I can worry about, and it has an automatic timed feeder, so that's about all I can be responsible for. Obviously, I take into consideration Joe all the time because he's my best friend, soulmate, and so we make decisions together. We both don't want kids. We both love our lifestyle right now. And yeah, so basically there's like nothing I would change about my lifestyle right now. I really like it. And another great part about not having kids is you can do whatever you want. You can move wherever you want. You don't have to worry about like what school they're going to. I can move to Bali for a year right now. I can move to Italy for a year. So much less stress. I really do think it's just, I'm excited to never have kids, you know? So, but I'm excited for a puppy. And I asked you guys what you thought on my Instagram about having kids, whatever. A lot of people said they prefer puppy babies rather than human babies, and I 100% agree with you. Yeah. I'm very aware of the overpopulation of the earth and climate change. We have too many people. I was about to start editing this, and then I remembered one more thing that would really suck if I had kids. Your sex life. You can't like fuck on the kitchen counter if you feel like it. You have to like worry about your kid coming in and like seeing, and it just like takes away all that freedom and spontaneity, so that would be a big bummer. And like if we're the ones paying for the house, then I'm gonna have sex in the house wherever I want, and I don't want to like feel like I owe the kid, like, you know, you get the idea. I don't think it's okay for people to tell me that I'll change my mind. I don't think it's okay for them to say like it's selfish, because I don't think a lot of parents are meant to be parents. I don't think they're meant to have kids. There's hundreds of thousands of kids in foster care, and if I did ever change my mind, I could adopt a baby from foster care. I just think it's so sad how many kids do go into foster care, and I think it's so hard on them. And I just think that society in general is so messed up. It makes me like really sad to think about all the foster kids who don't get the parents that they deserve. I just think it's sad. But another thing that I think is really messed up is that women are always pressured to have babies, and they're always, you know, it's like something that people always ask women, but they never ask men. Like, no one's ever asked Joe, like, oh, don't you want kids? Like, no one ever asks, because it's just always a question for the woman, and I don't think that's right. I also think it's really sad. I've literally heard girls talk about this before, and it makes me sick to my stomach and makes me hate society. It makes me hate the industry I work in. But they will literally have babies because they think it's like good for their social media and it makes them like more relatable, and they want to do like mom content. And that to me is just like so fucking disgusting. And I mean, I've gotten asked before if like Joe and I are really together, if it's for social media, and it's just like so fucking sad and disgusting. But there are a lot of people like that, especially in LA. It was really offensive, but then you hear about all these people who it really is like that, and it's just sad. But I could never live a fake fucking life like that. I live with Joe. Like, I just think that social media has gotten to a place to where people take it to the extremes. I don't think you should be having a baby for social media, and I don't think that it's gonna make you any more relatable. I think that it's disgusting. So that's my take on that. Another thing that people always say is, oh, don't you want a family, blah 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 blah, don't you want something to leave behind? And like, I have a huge Italian family, and there's a lot of people, and I will not be alone. I have Joe also. Like, maybe one day we'll get a dog and that'll be our family, but I mean, for them to be like, oh, don't you want a family? It's like, I have a family. I just think that it's so, society just has so many things wrong with it. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you are a mother and you're watching this, I don't want to offend you. If you are thinking about having kids, or you don't think you want to have kids, or you're just unsure, then this video is for you. I am here for you. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. Don't leave anything negative. This is a positive space. I will probably delete your negative comments if this is something that should be normalized. So let me know what you guys think or your thoughts on it. Whatever. I'm here for you. So today we're going to be talking about why we don't want to have kids.
No babies!
No babies! This is the express wash. You get to sit in it in the car while you get it washed, and I've been coming here for a while. It's not the best, but it's efficient. I mean fast. The quality is whatever. So first we're gonna vacuum this ourselves.
It could go on your resume.
Woo!
Woohoo! So fun.
This is like the only thing kids would be good for.
Because
do you know where the hand sanitizer is? There you go. Sweet. Bye, dudes.
Me and Danny have this thing where we were like friends with this one girl in high school, and she went through like one of these car washes, and the whole time on Snapchat was like, oh my god guys, look at how cool this is, oh my god, and she like loved it so much.
Was it me?
No. That would be so funny if we were like, we had this friend. No, it was this girl in Danny's grade. Danny did this the other day and didn't put her sunroof in, or close it.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought she was a smart one.
She can't be.
I thought I could do 2 in 1. I thought I could film this
You're gonna have to do subtitles
in my
on the
car.
I feel like Chris Jenner.
Just so that I'm sorry, I don't have a whole collection in here.
I cleaned my car the other day and I found 5 pairs.
So I've been wanting to make this video about why I'm not gonna be having kids, because it's like one of the #1 most asked things. It's like, so when are you and Joe gonna have kids? And I'm like, never. Why is that always the question? Like, I know that you want to, like, see both of our genes, like, together and see this, like, baby, but, like, I have no interest. It's enough for me knowing it would be a dope baby, but there's so many reasons why I don't want to ever have a child. At least, like, I'm like 99% sure I never want a child. And you don't either.
I do not.
And Marissa doesn't either. But you're a lot younger. Can I have some? You know what I love? That you never have dairy, so I can always have it. So we're 2 of 3 daughters to our parents. There's 3 of us. We're 3
a family
sisters.
of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And our middle sister Danielle, she'll definitely have kids. She wants kids. But yeah, Marissa and I are just the same in a lot of our views on life in general, and so that's why I wanted her to talk in this video, because she has a lot of interesting points of view and insights on having kids. And
not really insight, I guess, because I'm not a parent.
You're good with kids, though.
No, I'm not. Kids hate me. Kids hate me.
I feel like you're lying.
No, like I'll like wave to a baby and then it'll just be like.
So my first experience with a kid was when I was still kind of a kid, and my uncle handed me my new cousin that my aunt had.
Freshly bought at the store.
Freshly birthed. And he was like, here, hold her. And I was so scared, and I was like, can you take it? That's what I remember. And no one ever asked me to babysit because I just don't come off as, like, great with kids. But I'm great with animals. Animals fucking love me, and I'm great with them. Big picture, I think that the world is too populated, and my main reason for not wanting to have a kid, besides the fact that it would ruin my life, is...
Most people
I understand
think
why people want
Most people
kids.
think that kids would, like, enrich their lives.
Who thinks that, though? I don't
A lot
understand.
of people.
I don't understand.
I mean, like, our cousins, like...
Yeah.
You know? They feel very fulfilled by being a parent. We're just not those types of people.
Yeah.
We find more enjoyment in, like, self-fulfillment versus, like, the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's different. But the reason is... It's so bad for the environment. We're overpopulated. There are too many people.
The
It's
Earth
bad for
is at
global
its carrying
warming.
capacity, guys.
They're really expensive.
They cry a
Your
lot.
whole life changes.
Your body changes.
I don't want to ever be pregnant. Like, I don't want to put my body through that. I don't think I would even be able to get pregnant, honestly.
Okay, but when did you, like, notice the switch in, like...
So, I was always worried that I would meet a guy, like, you know, my soulmate, and he would want kids, and I'd be like, fuck. Because then you have to kind of choose. It's like, do I make him happy, or do I keep myself happy? So, thankfully, Joe doesn't want kids either.
I can't even... No
he would
offense,
be a
Joe.
good dad.
I love you. But
He would be a good
he
dad.
definitely would.
They say you become a parent right after you have it. For, like, the men do. But the mom, it's right when you get pregnant.
Yeah. Instinct.
But the point of this video, I want to make it more of a common thing that people don't feel guilty for not wanting to have kids. Like, don't have kids because you feel like you have to have kids. If you don't want kids, don't have kids. If you want kids, have kids. But, this is another main reason. Another huge reason why I don't want to have kids is because the environment that they would have to grow up in social media. If I did, like, the 5% chance I would want a kid later in life would be... I would have to raise them in Europe or somewhere where social media is not a thing. America is
social media is a thing in Europe.
But it's not like here, it's like everything. It's like vloggers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, influencers. What are you doing with your life?
It's like you can't
follow my dog on Instagram. It's like so fucking much, and I know that it's my job, but it's overwhelming. It's like knowing what it's like. I would never want my daughter or son to have to go through like the pressures of society today and like what's expected. And I fucking hate when influencers then they get pregnant and they like they're like, this is my baby, and then they start their account for the child, and it's like now they're
weird.
Like it's weird.
It's weird. And then they'll talk about the baby in the baby's voice, like in third person, like, oh, mommy, blah, 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 got this for me. You sent it to me, I think.
There was an influencer, and she was, like, commenting as a child on her...
Thanks, Daddy, for an unborn child.
It's just like, what the fuck?
At first, I was like,
it's corny as hell. That's corny, and so are sponsored
It's just like,
weddings.
you have so many...
How fucking corny is that? Like, I will never have a sponsored wedding, and I live by that. It's so fucking bullshit. I won't even have a wedding. I hate weddings. They're such a waste of money and, like, time. It's like, oh, it's a tradition that can die because it's fucking weird. Fucking weird.
Just call it a celebration of love.
I'll have a party and we'll just smoke weed, and that's it.
There you go.
And whatever floats your boat, but... Okay, go on to your reasons why you don't want to have a child.
Okay, I don't want to have kids because the earth is definitely at its carrying capacity. I think people are just, like, having babies to have babies, and I personally don't want a baby. Doesn't seem fun. I don't know. I think I have, like, very motherly instincts, but I don't feel that towards miniature humans. Like, I feel that towards my friends. I feel that towards animals. Anything else. The earth. Like, in every sense. But I don't.
I just don't think, like, everyone thinks that the way life should go is, you know, you grow up, you go to school, you get married, and then you have kids. And that's, like, what's expected of you as a woman, especially. Like, no one's asking guys, like, oh, so when are you having kids? It's just not as common as it is for women.
Did you
it's like, freeze your eggs, because you're not gonna be... It's like, don't ask me about my eggs, bro. Like, the fuck?
Those are mine.
Yeah. I'm not talking to you about your sperm.
There was this one thing I saw the other day, and it's in Alabama, I want to say.
Probably.
It's a southern state for sure. I believe it's Alabama. But there's this new bill that's being proposed that all men over 50 have to get a vasectomy, and, like, men are throwing a fit. And then all these women are like, oh, so you don't like your, like, reproductive organs, like, being, like, legally bound to something? And they're like, wee.
That's really funny.
Yeah, but how crazy.
Knowledge, man.
Yeah. Twitter.
Also, once you have a kid, what sucks, in my opinion, in my view, is that your whole life has to change. And I have a lot that I'm doing, and I'm super busy already, and I can't imagine bringing into the world another human to take care of and, like, be on their schedule, and then you have to make them the only priority. And I understand people are like, I want balance and everything, and kudos to you, but I just know that for my own happiness, there's things I couldn't give up. Like, I wouldn't want to give up traveling. I wouldn't feel like I was being a responsible mom if I was gone a lot of the time. And I just don't want people to feel bad for not having kids. I think it's like, you see all these mommy bloggers being like, my pregnancy was great. And I'm like, no, it wasn't, Karen. Your pregnancy was not great. Like,
I saw those cankles.
Yeah, I saw those cankles, and you look fucking tired. And it's just like...
and then you're gonna be tired the rest of your life.
The rest of your life, and, like, lose your identity. There's just a lot of things that scare me about it, and...
Yeah, I think a big thing is loss of identity, though. Like, I couldn't handle that.
Yeah.
I struggle enough knowing who I am as it is.
The depression after?
Yeah, not everyone gets...
Postpartum depression?
Not everyone gets it.
We probably would.
I definitely would.
Yeah.
And I would hate the baby, for sure.
Yeah. But I really respect moms. I respect you guys a lot. It's just the people who aren't moms and they're thinking about it, I think you need to be okay with saying that you don't have a problem not wanting kids. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. It's not your fault.
And guys, too, like, don't feel like you have to have kids just to please your parents. Like, yeah, they might want to be grandparents,
if you're not going to be there to support your woman, don't have a kid.
Yeah, because especially with all
you don't even have to stay with her.
With, like, money, financial...
Yeah, child support.
Child support. There's so many stories of guys just not wanting to pay child support. It's like...
It's your sperm, too, dude.
Yeah, maybe you should have used a condom.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't feel good. I can't feel anything.
It's fucked up.
Stupid.
There's a lot of fucked up dudes. Stupid people shouldn't bring kids into the world either.
True. Please be smart.
Pro-choice.
Pro-choice for sure.
Pro-choice for sure. You don't have to have a kid. You can get an abortion. Moral of the story is, don't feel bad if you don't want to have a child or children.
True.
And
have a practice baby, like an animal first, if you don't have a lot of risk.
But that's so much different.
I have to go to the airport.
Alright.
If you want some responsibility and a parenting sense, get a fish.
A fish is very different than a child.
No, I'm saying practice.
Oh, like if they want to have a kid?
Yeah, if you want to have a kid, start small. Start with
a
fish.
A dog.
I got a cat. Cat is a lot of responsibility that I couldn't handle more of.
Yeah, so it's just a lot. Also, the financial burden that
I pay so much.
No, I'm talking about kids. You figure each kid's going to cost at least $1 million. At least. That's like not if they don't go to private school.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to save a fuck ton before you bring a child into the world. Don't bring a child into the world if you're not financially stable and ready to take care of the child.
Yes.
If you can't afford to eat yourself, do not bring a child into a world where they can't eat and have the things that a human needs to grow and flourish. So that is all.
Also, in America, it's at least 10 grand just to have the baby in the hospital.
Damn.
That's insane.
That is insane.
10,000 just to physically give birth.
What if you have it in your bathtub?
I mean,
free.
You should have like a
person there.
Yeah.
A doula or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
I love that word.
Doula. But yeah, let's just be like the cool aunts to Danny's kids and our friends' kids.
We'll be the cool aunts.
The godmothers.
I still don't want to babysit anyone's kids.
Yeah.
But,
babysitting only for like 3 hours max, and it has to be in a public area with other children, so I have less responsibility. That's fucked up.
No, that's fucked up. We could just Netflix and chill.
Yeah. I'll take them during nap
guys,
time.
Here's a Disney movie.
Here's Danny's Disney Plus.
Knock yourselves
Danny.
out.
Good talk.
Good talk. I know this is like unpopular opinion, but I just want to make people feel better who aren't going the traditional route. But I'd like to thank my mother for bringing me into this world. It's been fun, but I know that we bring our parents lots of joy.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we definitely made their lives better.
Yeah.
But definitely stressful, but definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they have to say that.
Yeah.
Dad probably would have wanted a son.
Probably.
He definitely wanted a son.
I mean, how could he not?
I know.
He had to live with 4 girls.
Get him a stronger man.
Yeah. He's fragile.
Fragile.
He's the best.
He'd be a great grandpa, but I don't think he cares about being a grandpa. I think we're enough. Oh, a cat.
Aww.
Does this seem good?
Yeah, but dude, I have like 20 minutes before.
I know, it doesn't take 20 minutes to fucking talk about how much we hate kids. Didn't even notice. Baby suck. Okay. I don't even know if it's recording. How beautiful is. I do think it's sad that I even have to address this, but yeah, it's a topic that I think should be more normalized, and I think more women should be proud, happy, and like confident in the choice that they never want to procreate and have kids. So that's the point of this. It's not meant to bash moms out there. I respect moms 100%. I hope that you do a really good job and you raise your kid to be a kind and loving individual. I hope you give them the best love. I don't want to bash them.